main advice is to be gentle with yourself. The thing is, you had your whole life to develop your aesthetic. So you know what you like, you know what looks good, what appeals to you. And so sometimes it takes just a little bit of time for your hands and your brain to catch up with what you already know, your sense of taste and colors and things like that. So be gentle with yourself, be patient. And another thing is, keep your eyes on your own art journey. It's so easy to be watching other people, comparing yourself, but Theodore Roosevelt tells us comparison is the thief of joy, and it's so true. Think about where you want to go, what you like doing, and just do more of that. And the last thing is show up. Show up as much as you can, every day if you can. If not, just as much as you can. Those miles and miles of canvas and the dedication that you show to your art journey are going to pay off. So I was just going to show you a few examples. Sometimes I like to draw. I draw from a photo. So here's an example of a drawing I did. And then a lot of times I'll do a small color study, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But this one I just went ahead. It's only 12 by 12. So there's my painting from the drawing. So the drawing helps me become familiar with everything. And let me show you another. Ideally, I like to go out on site and do a plein air painting. And, that helps me to know the colors, the actual colors, the light and shadow, and so on and so forth. So then when I bring it back in the studio, I can work with that. So this is an example of that process. And this is a picture of my plein air painting, which it's sold. I don't have it. And then I took a little notebook, and I did 2 different paint mixtures, palettes, to check it out and to see which one I like better. And then this is the start of the big painting. It's not the finished one, but it's this one sold. But anyway, so you can see the stair-step process. Plein air first, and then bring it in the studio, experiment a little bit with colors, then the bigger one. And so, that's a really great process. Okay, I like to do small color studies to help me. And so this is my little mixed media notebook. And I take this thing and I cover the pages with shellac, because then that helps the oil paint to do better on paper. And then I experiment. And so this is an example of a painting I did larger, and I did it vertical, and then this really helps. This is another one this is my little study of it, and I did a big 36 by 36. Just ideas here. And see, I'm not adding anything because it's just it's a notebook. And so I don't feel like I have to make it perfect, anything like that. It just helps me to study. Ideas. There you go. And so sometimes I take the notebook outside even, and I put it on my plein air easel, and I use it to do plein air paintings, and it's pretty cool. So it is just really about the mood that I'm going for. Sometimes I don't want to paint a blue sky because, I don't know, it doesn't do anything for me. So here's an example. This is a photo that I took. We were camping in Colorado, and I love that. I love the water. I love the rocks. This is what attracted me to the scene. I didn't want to paint everything, but I definitely wanted to focus on this and to give it a mood. And so I did a drawing of it. I showed you that in one of my other videos, and then I painted this. And so I changed the time of day so that it's more, I don't know, it seems quieter with the warm sky and the warm water. And plus I just like it. I like that time of day. So that's one example of how I choose my color palette. I love painting with oil. Here's my color charts that I made with oil colors. And most of the paints I use a lot of Gamblin, so warm white and white. Use tons of that. Ultramarine, cobalt, and Viridian, Terra Rosa red. These two together make a really nice gray. And transparent oxide red, or warm red, and alizarin. This is a permanent red, which is just like a medium plain red, and it's also transparent, pretty nice. And this is yeah, transparent oxide yellow and yellow ochre and lemon and cad yellow medium. So those are most of the paints that I like to use. See this light and the shadow? Look how blue that water is. It's just a little puddle, but it's really picking up the blue of the sky. That's why I like to paint outside. Otherwise, you miss all of that. Look at the difference in the blue at the horizon and the blue at the apex of the sky. See the gradation? It's beautiful. And that one's pretty easy. It has taught me what I do not know because I believe that nature is perfect. It's made by a perfect creator who knows how to put all the colors together, and they work together perfectly. You know, when I even go to paint clouds, skies, whatever, those clouds are so delicate, and you just have to be, I don't know, sensitive to make that cloud look like a cloud, because you can't have real too dark colors or anything, or it doesn't look like a cloud, it looks like a storm. So, you know, I've learned a ton by painting outside and landscapes especially, and I have a lot more to learn. Well, yes, I'm very, very excited to be leading a retreat, the painting retreat at Hunter Moon Homestead in October 2025, and I would love to have you join us there. Also, I am teaching a workshop at the Museum of Nebraska Art, and that's in March of 2025, so I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm going to be plein air painting and continuing to learn and to grow and to enjoy it, enjoy everything about painting, and I hope you will too.